girl magic. Ooh, you the baddest. Sun kiss, heaven sent words don't do justice. I could go on and on and on. Talking about that black girl magic. Black girl magic. Ooh, you the baddest. Sun kiss, heaven sent words don't do justice. I could go on and on and on. Talking about that black girl magic.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Ree Invented, with another dope episode of the Reason Why podcast. Let's talk about it.
I had to, and I laugh every time I think about this. I start laughing. People will think I'm nuts, but in my head, I really hear that theme song for the game show, like do 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 do. And if that song make it to the end, and I'm not okay, I'm about to snap. When that ends, I'm gonna snap. And Ree was like, "No, you can't do that because you sat there and you intentionally let that build up."
Right.
Yo. And I was like, "But I was just giving. I be trying to test the temperature. Like I give them their time. I give you the opportunity to speak and say what you're thinking. I give you the opportunity to make a little bit of mistakes. And I in my heart, I want to see if you're going to notice how it's affecting me. I want to know if you're paying attention enough to me, if you care enough, if you're attentive enough to my needs to understand that it's changing my behaviors towards you, that I'm changing my behaviors and something isn't right. I need for you to understand, damn, what's wrong? What I say, what I do. And then if they don't do that and that theme song stops, then I'd be like, well, hold the hell up. Because what we're not about to do, you're not about to do this. And I'm not doing this. And I'm not taking this. And Ree was like, no, you can't do that. You just sat there and let all that build up. And now you expecting them to know something that they don't even know. Yeah. Even with us in this group, I already know how Kai gonna come. I already know what they expect from the ladies already because I'm so analytical that I already felt the vibe. I already know. So I have enough respect for every one of you ladies that I already know some of the things that's touchy. I'm not even gonna come at you like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just analytical like that. Other people are not. So even if I'm sitting here and I'm doing everything to show you and display to you that I'm not really comfortable with that, but you still doing it anyway. So I'm giving you good graces in my heart to say, maybe you that type of person that you need to think about it after. Maybe you're going to be like, damn, she was started acting a little different. And maybe that I want to give somebody the benefit of the doubt to say that they're going to do it. But then I gave them the benefit of the doubt. And at the end of the day, the only person who got the dirty end of the stick is me. Because now I had expectations of that person to care about me in a way that either they didn't or they didn't know how to. You know what I'm saying?
You got to give what you want. You know what I'm saying? You can't. You got to put out what you want to receive. You got to be the person you want to be. You know, you got to give the same grace that you want. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I'm learning. Like I can say what I mean without saying being mean, and I can say what feels uncomfortable to me without being an ass. Because that really be my problem. Like I'll say something. I'll start off genuinely trying to explain how I feel. And then somewhere the ass will just be, like, it'd be like one be right here sitting here. Help it, right? And then the good one be right here. And this one be like, what the supposed to say? No, that.
I just did it today. I'd be like, good grief. I can't.
And then the other one be like, no, that is not what we learned in therapy. And this one over here be like, fuck, don't listen to her.
Like that about me. You have to teach a motherfucker how to treat you. So that's when somebody start down. Calm down if you want to talk to me. You're gonna calm the fuck down if you want to finish that conversation because we're not even about to. So right there, I'll let you know that's off limits. You can't do that to me.
Right.
You can't do that to me. So we're never gonna have that. Listen, I'm not gonna wait for you to see that I'm offended. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like that's where the boundaries are set in when you allow people to do that. So
it's so bad for me, Sheree, because I didn't know how much of a sarcastic I could be. Like literally.
We done been through stuff that other people find to be weird. People think we're weird. People don't understand. People don't get it. So when I'm talking to y'all, I'm like in it, and that's what makes this the greatest. Like you said, that makes this the greatest podcast by all means. So
the things that I thought was wrong with me, now I'm learning how to embrace those things. I'm learning how to love those things about me, because those weird things that you always thought something was wrong with you were really the most authentic things about yourself to embrace.
Oh my God. Like, yo, I'm really like dope, yo.
Like, yes, like I swear, I was in the shower the other day and I'm just saying to myself, like, dang, I'm really like that, like that song everybody keeps skipping, and then until they realize and they don't listen to that shit. Yo, that's my jam right there. That's my jam.
Yes.
So it's like
really that way.
It is. So it's like me learning how to encourage myself is me learning how to encourage my kids, encourage my daughter, to talk to her differently, to parent her differently. Even my friendships, how to say things, like that I wouldn't say before, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes just don't say anything, you know what I'm saying? Let them be able to say what they need to say without. I'm learning, like, don't even say nothing about that, or don't even talk about that, and I'm trying to get there, because like I said, I want to be able to continue to have a healthy relationship with myself. And I know that's something that's going to have to constantly be something that I have to work on and I have to grow. And sometimes I get so frustrated with it because I feel like I'm not where I need to be, or I'm not doing enough, or, maybe I should be doing this and be doing that. But I'm learning now, like I've just started trying to learn how to meditate. I'm trying to do certain things for myself, because it's real. You know what I'm saying? Like the things we think we don't need to do, it's like we've been so conditioned to think that we're just supposed to hold all that shit and just bear down and buckle down and deal with it. When reality, no, you don't need to just be buckling down and dealing with that shit. No, it's too much. It was too much. It was.
It's
it
heavy.
is.
Once you find out that it's low and you don't even gotta carry it, like what? No, bro. I'm unpacking some of this stuff.
That's like my prayer every day. Like, no, you can't afford to do that anymore with anybody.
It's a selfish season for me. And not like I used to think being selfish was a bad thing. Like on the airplane, when they tell you gotta put your own oxygen mask on first. Before you can save anybody else, you have to save yourself.
Right. And we live in a community and a society that tell us like, oh, you gotta be there, you gotta show up, and it's like, but you can't if you haven't showed up for yourself, if you haven't healed yourself, if you hasn't found the solution for yourself. And I had to understand that, like I had to literally back away from being the super cousin that saves everybody, the one that wants to be there for everybody, listen to everybody, hear everybody, you know what I'm saying? I had to tell myself like, okay, this is stuff you got to take back. You got to be selfish. And I don't think I'm learning now that it ain't selfish to be selfish with the things that what's keeping you in bondage. You know what I'm saying? Like even certain conversations now, I know like I can't talk about that with this person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because it's going to go somewhere else. It's going to get flipped and bounced. It's going to they're not going to understand. It's too deep for them. It's like, it's certain things, it's just not even worth it. And you have to, when I believe the saying, when it says meet people where they are, it doesn't necessarily mean like, oh, I'm going to do you how you did me. I think people where they are, where they
mentally
are.
Through counseling and talking and keeping the right type of friends around you, it makes a big difference. Because if you stay around negative people, you'll never change.
Right. That's how
you won't change at all. So you either got to learn how to stay to yourself until you're willing to open up to be around other people, or you're just going to be in a constant battle back and forth.
I just need a little break. I haven't really got no time to myself at all. Like, kids, it's a lot. Like, and I don't really trust people to watch my kids because I just recently got them out the system. So it's hard to allow people around your children on what you went through to get them back, and knowing that you was the only one that did it. You know what I'm saying? You got family that didn't help. It was just a lot. So now that's why they be so mad when you laugh and you ain't bothered. Like, a person to call me scary all day. But I know how hard it is to start over not 1, 2, but 3, 4, 5 times. I'm still young. Yeah, I made a lot of mistakes. But I feel like the first step was me not being in denial about where I fucked up at.
Right.
I fuck up. Sometimes I got a tendency to say something that I probably wouldn't say if I wasn't mad. But sometimes when I say it, I might say it the wrong way, but I be meaning what the hell I say. Whether I speak Ebonics or proper English, they heard me.
Right.
So I be trying to get that point across because lately I just been feeling like certain people know about this program that I'm in with y'all and trying to do right. It's like they try to trigger me to see if this working. But guess what, y'all? It works. I ain't slapped a bitch in a couple of weeks. Like, it helps.
But you know what, though? I can totally relate to that because, like, I've always been like, I feel like people misunderstand that fight in you. They think is you being mean. They think is you being trying to be slick. But it's like when you've been put in a certain type of box where you feel like you always have to defend yourself, that's it kind of like it grow with you. That shit grow with you. So it's like you be quick to pop off at somebody because you so used to people trying you. So it's like a second language because I didn't even and it took me that, like I said before, listen, you already know I told y'all before me going to therapy, it was like, okay, whatever, bitch, I am perfect. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. It's my way or whatever. You feel me? And I can tell it, like, seriously, I already know, like, and I would say some things, like, I still have things that I'm constantly saying, dang God, I said that. Ooh. Why did I say that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just some shit just be like, damn, but you was tripping. You ain't even have to say all that.
I used to pop right off. As soon as somebody say something that offended me, that I felt that, what she say? I know she ain't say it like that, or I know she ain't, or I let my mind, tell me, lie to me basically, because I've got trauma, right?
Yep.
So I don't really know the difference of a real, that's when I step back and be like, hold up now. Help me out with that. Say that again. Help me understand this before, because now I want to make sure that you're trying to offend me. You see what I'm saying? But like some people do some press little weird buttons and shit like that. So I can do that when I'm giving somebody grace and like, I don't like how that came out, but let me say that again. What you mean by that?
So for me, that's why I feel like in my head it's like do. Like who's so phony now? Like I'm waiting for the realness to kick in.
Right.
And then when I realize that they just phony as fuck and they don't give a fuck about me and they don't care about me, now I'm about to spaz because now you wasted my time. Now you pretended that you cared about me as a person because I don't get close to people like that. I only reciprocate energy that feels like good energy. So now that I found out that was fake energy, now the theme music is about to stop and I'm about to snap because you pretended to be something that you weren't. And now I'm realizing that who you are, because if you cared about me, you would already know that I'm sitting here doing everything in your face, showing you that I'm uncomfortable. And you're not realizing that. So either you real tuned out and you real bugged out worse than me, or you just don't care.
She said worse than me.
Right.
Because sometimes I am bugged out. Absolutely. Sometimes I am. People don't, and I'm willing to admit that because I own a business. I have all these kids. I have grandkids. I have this. I have that. I always have, like, Ree be talking to me like, I can't believe all this is going on, and it's only 10 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, yeah, and this happened, and this happened, and this happened, and this happened. So people are not accustomed to my life, so that's a little bit bugged out. But this is my norm. If I don't have all these things going on, I'd probably be like in an institute because I'd be thinking that I'm dying. You know what I'm saying? Like I would feel so unnormal not having all of these multiple tasks going on. That's just what I've been accustomed to in my life. This is how I multitask. That's how I make it. So it's just what it just is what it is. Now there's other people that I can talk to and I can say, hey, you know what happened to me today? I was talking to this person and they said, hey, come over here and do that. So I already knew I had something to do, but I said, I'm going to do that too. And then I want you to come with me and do this. And I want you to do this and this and this. Now, somebody else is going to be like, that bitch thinks she got something going on, and she must think she does this.
Yeah.
And really, they don't understand. I'm just trying to get you to be down with me so that I can delegate some of this to you, so that you can experience some of this life, and you can understand me better by experiencing a piece of what I do every day and how I make it. I'm not trying to boast or brag or make it seem like I'm so busy and I got this stuff going. I don't even want to do half this shit, but I just feel like it's my destiny it's a part of my purpose to do things.
You gotta tell people, get your life together, step your shit up so this shit don't look like bragging. Everything ain't bragging.
Right.
Black girl magic, ooh, you the baddest. Sun kiss, heaven sent, words don't do justice. I could go on and on and on, talking about that black girl magic. Black girl magic, ooh, you the baddest. Sun kiss, heaven sent, words don't do justice.